Ellen DeGeneres'
Ellen DeGenerate. You guys kind of canceled this fella, didn't you? Because she was like a dick or something?
Ellen DeGeneres' career is the perfect example of the saying, what
She was so famous. Like, I never watched her, but she was so famous.
goes around comes around. Even though her on-screen acts of generosity and slogan of be kind created a multi-award winning talk show,
It's kind of funny that her thing was be kind and then she got cancelled for not being kind. Like, maybe she could have chosen a different slogan, like, have a big dick or something, and then she shows up and she has a small dick or something.
Ellen's deplorable behavior behind
It will come! Calm your titties. You don't know how long I'm streaming. Calm your titties. It's coming. It's coming.
the scenes garnered a reputation so damaging that it would eventually undermine everything she built.
Let me see what else I can tell you about that. It's been going on. Oh yeah, I got kicked out of show business.
Yeah. She was being happy for it. Yeah.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be delving deep into the well-deserved downfall of TV's most hated comedian, Ellen DeGeneres.
Wait, she was a comedian? She counts as a comedian? I thought she was just an interviewer.
How her persona of positivity captivated
yeah.
millions, who Ellen was when the cameras were off, and what happened to her career
Fucking get it. The laser eyes. Zoom.
when these two parts of her life inevitably collided. To say Ellen had a knack for stand-up comedy would be a gross understatement. Within
Oh my god, she used to have hair? That's amazing. Oh my god, she used to have hair. She wasn't always like that.
5 years of dropping out of college to pursue comedy, Ellen went from working an MC gig at a local pub
Okay, never mind. This is an awful hair. Dude, the 80s were fucking wild, weren't they?
to winning the award for the funniest female comedian
Crazy.
in America and getting her first television appearance in the popular 80s talk show The Tonight Show.
I'm always thinking about these things because to me life is very precious. It's very special. We're here for such a short time that everything on
Dude, she used to be kind of hot. I don't want to be like that, but if I disregard like the nest on the top of her head, she looked good. Are you okay? No, I'm just saying. She had kind features. The cuntiness must have came later.
this earth should have a reason, should have a beneficial purpose. And I feel like everything does, except for fleas. You know?
She was young, that's the secret. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Fleas do nothing at all beneficial. I always thought at times like this when we can't figure it out for ourselves, wouldn't it be great if we could just pick up the phone and call up God and ask him these things? Just pick up the phone and call up God. Yeah, hi God, this is Ellen. Ellen, did you...
She has British teeth though. Man. Yeah, she might have. Listen, from the distance, she looked good, okay?
DeGeneres. What's so funny? No, I never thought of that. It does sound like that, doesn't it?
Ellen's unique perspective on life, deadpan humor, and sardonic personality both entertained audience members and built a connection with them, while her stand-up routine
I am not sure if that comedy was comedic enough for me. Was that funny? Did you guys have the hee-hee and the ha-ha?
was sometimes self-depreciating.
Listen.
Ellen always based
No.
her jokes on relatable everyday situations, which gave her performance a
What was the joke? I guess that her name is like Degenerate and not DeGeneres.
broad appeal. This translated into Ellen starring in her own sitcom about a quote neurotic bookstore owner who deals with life through comedy and extensive rambling.
What the hell?
Oh my God! What'd you do that for?
I can't believe you'd want to watch this. She's our friend.
She had hair. She used to have hair. That's crazy.
That's disgusting.
Hey, here she looks cute. Yeah, they fixed her teeth and she has hair. She almost looks like a lady.
Wait a minute, where'd you get this tape anyway?
I don't know, by the TV, from that box.
That's Anita's box.
Apparently. What else is in that box?
While the
Can I just say that I hate the forced laughter in like American TV show, like sitcoms. Whenever they say something all funny and it's just like ha 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 ha. It's oh my god. It's like the Titus laugh. It's worse. It's constant. I swear to God, if you would watch any of these shows like the Big Bang Theory or like How I Met Your Mother and Friends, and if you would remove all the fake laugh, it would be nothing but awkward silence. And it would be just like skin crawling awkwardness. Oh, it's so bad.
The series was a hit with fans and received multiple Emmy Awards. ABC cancelled it in 1998 following the controversial puppy episode, which saw
What?
Ellen become the first openly homosexual lead character on it.
The puppy? Puppy as in like Poppy, or puppy as in like a dog? Because what did she do to the dog?
A television show.
Oh, dude. Listen, I watched Orange is the New Black. I don't want puppies and lesbians together. No.
See the truth. I mean, be
No.
who I am. I'm 35 years old. I'm so afraid to tell people. I mean, Susan, I'm gay.
Okay, that was a good one.
Even though she was able to get roles in other TV and movie productions, Ellen's
fair.
first taste of controversy left an indelible mark on her career.
And the sitcom had been very successful.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It went downhill. It did
Yeah, but why are you gay? Have you considered not being gay?
make a difference.
Huge.
And then you had a
Bro, there is so little amount of pixels that I can't even see her facial features. That's amazing.
very tough time. You couldn't get a job. What was that like?
Not only couldn't get a job, couldn't get someone on a phone. I mean, they're literally, the show was canceled and no one called me. It was just, I found out my
Wait, but didn't they know that she's going to say that? Like, surely the people who wrote the script, they know that she's going to say that she was gay? Evidently not. She just sneaked it in there.
assistant read it in the paper. And, I felt sorry for myself. I felt like this isn't fair. I thought people liked me, and why did this change anything? And I still am the same person, and, everything felt horrible to me.
However, entering the 2000s, Ellen's career would get a revival through a voice acting role as Dory in the highly successful animated movie Finding Nemo. Ellen's performance as Dory positively impacted her career in three distinct ways. One, it reminded old viewers of what made Ellen's comedic style so special. Two, it introduced
I have never seen that movie, but is that the dementia fish? The can of dementia? A can of dementia? A can of dementia?
her to a whole new viewer base.
Yeah.
And three, it reignited interest in her career from Hollywood executives. By the 8th of September
It's such a good movie. Oh my god. Oh my god. She was a gay fish. I heard Kanye sing about this. The gay fish.
2003,
Oh,
Ellen made her
damn.
debut as a daytime talk show host with the first episode of The Ellen DeGeneres Show.
Cue cards are right there, and you may not think I need cue cards, but every single thing I'm saying is on the cue card. For instance, excuse me, my throat is so dry. Let me show you right here. We have.
Isn't being a live show host is basically like streaming? You have your audience and you have to go out there and be like, haha, say the funny streamer. But it's just like for normies. Kinda? Yeah. Kinda. Sorta. Pretty much.
While the show followed a standard Hollywood talk show formula, Ellen's positive
Just have people in front of you. It's okay because all you have to do is that you have to imagine them naked, right? And then you will not be nervous. That's what I'm doing every time I stream too. I just imagine you guys naked and then I'm not nervous. And I'm like, nice.
positivity, upbeat personality, and wholesome interactions with guests and audience members were truly what set her show apart.
It's minutes before showtime, and Ellen
my God, what
DeGeneres
are
is
my
warming up the
pixels?
staff,
My
warming up
pixels.
the people who didn't manage to get a seat in
Oh,
her studio, warming up herself, and finally warming up her studio audience for the show.
From making huge charity donations to giving
Aye.
gifts to her audience, Ellen always made her shows a feel-good experience for everyone watching.
Okay, I understand, but is it just me or something happened to her like eyes? She has like psychopathic eyes. It's just the way she gazes inside of you. Like something must have happened. Like it's just like I can tell that she's seeing into my soul and she's looking at all my forbidden IKEA purchases.
That's me on the front of this Cheerios box right there. And here's the big part. If you have a box of Cheerios under your seat, I'm going to give you a special surprise gift. So check and see if you have a box of Cheerios under your seat.
But now it's so disappointing if you don't have the Cheerios under your seat. Oh, they all have it!
All right. So all of you got, isn't that interesting that what a coincidence all of you would get a box of Cheerios. You're all going to share this gift.
Okay.
It's the biggest gift I've ever...
It's a group fun cash with me, Ellen DeGeneres. The biggest group fun cash of your life. That's it. You're all sharing it. Oh my god, you have it too. Oh my god, we can all Cheerios together if you know what I mean.
...given anybody, ever.
Yeah.
And I hope you continue to pay it forward and share all the good. Hold on to your Cheerios.
Future group fun cash with everyone, with strangers. Yeah, pay it forward.
Because all of you are splitting $1 million.
Okay, but how many people are in that? Like, that could be just like $1,000 each. That was a lot of people.
Making the audience feel good is always good for
Right?
the ratings.
That's still a lot. Well, yeah, but like, can't I, like, if you just start a sick murderous spree right there and right then you can take home all of it. I'm just saying that, like, sometimes violence is the answer. It's like 10K each. Screw, I'm doing the math. I would suck a dick for 1K, of course you would, but I'm just saying.
As the Ellen DeGeneres show would run for almost 20 years, draw in millions of viewers per episode, and win 80+ awards. Combine this with Ellen's skillful use of social media to promote her show, and it's no wonder why she was a household name for so long. However, that success wouldn't last forever, as the public perception of the show and its host were gradually flipped on its head, as viewers got a closer look behind Ellen's mask of positivity. Throughout Ellen's time as a talk show host, there has always been a subtle but consistent undercurrent of resentment from people who either knew her personally or worked with her professionally. The first major signs of this would come during the 2007 Writers Guild of America strike. At the time, Ellen refused to side with her writers by crossing the picket line to continue working on the show. While some saw Ellen's decision as a necessary evil to maintain the jobs of the non-writing staff, others saw this
Wait, so people were writing her jokes? I thought she was the comedian. Why do you need the writers when you have the hee-hee and the ha-ha?
choice as a selfish ploy to keep her ratings up. Around
No, you have writers. I have writers? Do I have writers? You work with them? Do I have writers?
to this time, one of Ellen's former writers would make a blog post discussing who she really was when the cameras weren't rolling. We'd watch her in rehearsals, smiling and winning us over with her charm and comic timing. Then the director would yell cut, her face would fall, and she'd level a glare at the writers. Why do you keep writing these unfunny jokes? I'm disappointed.
What the cato doing?
I am judging people. That's what I'm doing. Why do you keep writing these unfunny jokes? But you were supposed to be the funny lady. I thought that she was the comedian.
Pointed in Ellen, but not
You would write for
surprised
me?
given what I've seen
Aw.
from her with my own 2 eyes. While these claims wouldn't have much impact on Ellen's public image, this entire incident sowed the seeds of doubt in viewers' minds and opened the door to skepticism to her trademark acts of kindness. At the end of the day, if Ellen wasn't willing to show some compassion to the people she worked with, then was she worthy of being deemed as a kind person? By the late 2010s, suspicion around her kind persona
I'm funny enough as it is. Ah, thank you. Then I guess I'm not hiring writers, but I will think about it.
had festered to the point that people were making compilations of and writing articles about the worst things Ellen has ever done. From insensitive jokes about guests' personal lives.
We'll show pictures.
I don't know if I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, you will.
This is the one thing that I have. It's like the one shred of dignity that I have.
Ring it on 3 different guys. We'll narrow it down. So ring it 3 different times. So then it's still out there. We still don't know. So let's show some pictures. Ring it at some point. Okay. All right.
I don't know what I'm...
You're supposed to ring.
But I don't want to. I don't want to.
All right, I'll ring.
Because they'll send me angry emails
Here.
and I don't want to get them.
I'll hold it for you.
Aw.
What are you doing to me? This is me.
Well, But if she has writers, then this was probably not her idea either. Because it seems like she doesn't have too many ideas. She was a jerk for pushing it, yeah, but, you know. Yeah. She still went through with it. Well, that's her job, I guess. You know, I don't know.
Okay, all right. This makes me feel so bad about myself. Every time I come up here, you put like a different dude up there on the screen.
To botch
Dude, the worst thing is that the laugh track is still going. Like, she's actually honest that she's like, please stop. It makes me feel so bad. It's like, ha 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 in the background. So cringe.
acts of charity.
Did you know your mom wrote that letter? I knew she entered me for a contest, but I didn't know. Yeah, but that was really sweet of her. Yes. Okay, so you started college this year. Yeah. Okay, and how? What are you studying?
I'm at Tufts right now, and I'm doing kind of my general eds, but I'm like pre.
This girl is simultaneously young and old looking at the same time, and I can't tell whether she's like just like 20s and starting college, or like 40s and just like mother of 3 and went back to college.
Yeah. Wow.
You leave Velma alone. Hey, Velma is hot. Shut the fuck up.
That's a lot of college.
It's a lot.
Yeah. How much is tuition?
It's like more than $50,000 right now. I get a little bit of financial aid, but
Yeah.
Oh, dude. College education in the US. Oh, how can you guys afford it? That's crazy.
it's a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah. And your story is very sweet. And so I talked to my friends at Shutterfly.
Oh, okay.
They want to help pay for.
What?
1 second.
I'm sorry. What does that mean? I just said. Okay. So.
Please, this is probably is this a joke? This is a joke, right? This was live. If this is a joke, this is probably the cringiest joke ever.
Oh, this is awkward, but we're gonna give you a computer. I mean, I have to.
No. Oh no. They backpedaled. No. Bro, it doesn't. If this happens and this wasn't like a promise, then that's when you say that, okay, I just got the news that the show is not going to pay for it, but I will pay for it so you can go to college and you get the whoa, and then you will just take the L on the 50K and you call it a day. You're a millionaire. Bro, what are we talking about?
We have the computer.
I have a computer, but
Okay, but it's.
Oh, dude, just save your career. How can you be such a dumbass? Just be a generous person. You will get it back in like 2 shows. Oh, it's 50K per year, so it's 200K overall. Then you could say that, like, you know, we will pay off, I don't know, something. Do they not do the homework? This is just so embarrassing. I would skin myself.
It's a nice computer.
Users noted every single time Ellen let the mask slip and exposed her true intentions. A particularly egregious example of this was the infamous gift shop incident. During one of her episodes,
At least say you're gonna help 50% or something, right? Like, you could have literally come up with something. That, hey, we are going to pay the last 2 semesters or something. Get a car. I don't know. Jesus Christ, this is so embarrassing. Why would they let that episode even air? Like, you would just like record it and it's like, okay, that never happened, you know? Never happened.
Ellen tried to test the trustworthiness of her audience with a gift shop where people could only take 1 item.
Oh no.
When I started the show 14 years ago, I said this is going to be like a relationship.
Yeah.
And the most important thing, the foundation of a good relationship is, say it with me, separate thermostats. Oh. And then after that, trust, right? Trust is very important. So before the show, I put out some Ellen products with a sign that said only 1 per person. And I just wanted to see how honest my audience was, you know? Because it turns out you're very honest. Very, very honest. We set up really amazing.
However, when one individual decided to break that rule, Ellen decided to make an example out of her.
Please don't roast this poor lady in front of thousands of people.
I'm ready.
No.
I think the light is.
Okay. I'm gonna go. You go?
Oh no. Oh, come on. She took a tiny keychain. Shut up. She took a pencil, a tiny cup, and a shirt.
Then she goes back and she returns one of her stolen items.
As punishment, Ellen would single her out of the crowd.
Wait, if she returned it, then she didn't take more because she took a keychain and a cup and she returned one of the cups. So that means that she felt bad about it and she only took the keychain.
And humiliate her in front of everyone.
Yeah, what the hell?
I really, I'm sorry. That's embarrassing and everything, but you know, let that be a lesson to you, because you think it is. You think nobody's watching you, and you just need to be a good person just because you want to be a good person. You go sit in that Ellen jail over there right now.
Why is the chair so retarded, little? How is she going to go up there? What the hell? The cock chair. Wait, weren't those left out for the get? Yeah, but she made the rule that you can take only one singular thing, and she took two and returned one, but she's still getting punished. But wait, didn't the girl in the blue blouse took like 3 things and she didn't even go back? What about her?
No, you'll steal stuff back there. Come here, this way.
Aww.
What's your sister's name?
Anna.
All right.
While you could chuck these up to being isolated incidents,
Dude, I think the cringiest was this one. They just should have taken the L. Oh, that poor girl. This is so embarrassing. It's all staged. I think they are all staged to a level because they have to be, but like, I don't think that was staged that she was just like freaking out, for example. I think this one wasn't that bad. Like, it was a little bit playful. It's like, haha, you took things, you sit in the cock chair, whatever. This one was painful to watch.
it became difficult to ignore Ellen's possible mean streak with the release of an article from the New York Times titled, "Ellen DeGeneres is not as nice as you think." The post discussed Ellen's return to stand-up comedy, her struggle between being nice on camera and being a person with a broader spectrum.
Oh, she's a millionaire. I feel like when people reach a certain level of wealth, they start to feel like that they are better than everyone else, and they just kind of forget how to human anymore. And then they just think that everyone is like a servant and below them, and they are just not kind only to the people who they think they are on the same level with. So I sort of assume that none of the celebrities are actually very kind, unless you're like on the same level as them.
Of emotions, and her thoughts about people who didn't think she was a kind person. Reading, "That bugs me if someone is saying that, because
like okay, I will tell you who I think is a celebrity and is probably kind. Keanu Reeves, he's probably really kind. Henry Cavill, he's probably very down to earth and kind. And the guy who played Patrick Bateman, and I have to mention, I can't remember his name. The Batman guy. Morgan Freeman? Yeah, probably. Christian Bale, yes, exactly. Christian Bale seems like a good guy.
It's an outright lie.
Name a female. Ooh, a female who is kind and oh, there must be. Oh, fuck. I have the right to remain silent.
The first day I said, "The one thing I want is everyone here to be happy and proud of where they work. And if not, don't work here. No one is going to raise their voice or not be grateful. That's the rule to this day."
I don't know. Who is Dolly Parton? I don't know. Like, we are talking about like real celebrities. Dolly Parton is a good choice. Who is Dolly Parton? I don't know her. I'm still thinking. I'm trying to think. You don't know who Dolly Parton? I don't know who is Dolly Parton. I don't know. She's a country music singer. Oh, I don't know her. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think of like someone from Hollywood. Betty White, isn't she dead? It's hard to be kind when you're dead. You know Dave Grohl? Yeah, but he's the dude, so okay. Yeah, she's dead now. Can we have someone who is alive and not like 110 years old and like maybe like a younger someone? Like an actor, actress, or like a singer or something? Like, you know, who is like, no, respect. I respect Betty White. I would drink grandma ashes from gamer shops and think about Betty White totally, but I'm still thinking about someone who is alive right now. Why are you gonna make it weird? It's if I don't want her, I am weird. If I want her, I am weird. I just cannot win with you guys, can I?
This statement suggested that Ellen's workplace had always been a place that fostered positivity and happiness. Unfortunately, the reality of working with Ellen was about to be revealed as anything but a happy experience.
She's the most famous country music singer in the world and famously kind. She's also alive. I apologize, I'm not that keen on country music, so I don't know. But freak, I'm still thinking there must be an actress. Someone from Hollywood or something who is kind, who I would be like, I just, there must be someone. Surely. There must be. Emma Watson? She seems, I don't know. I don't wanna, I will say a solid I don't know on that one.
We've all got those habits that...
Anna Kendrick is quite likable. Yeah, I guess. Jenna Ortega. I don't know shit about Jenna Ortega other than she looks good. You know? She could be, absolutely. Oh, you know the lady who played the mother in Stranger Things? She might be really nice. I think she was like kind of cancelled because she shoplifted or something, and then she got back to work. Clint Eastwood, is that the lady? I just forgot. Halle Berry? No. Nah, you guys don't know it.
Just stick. Whether it's grabbing a drink to fit in at a party or reaching for something just because you're...
Winona Ryder. Yes, Winona Ryder. She seems kind to me. I don't know, but she seems kind to me.
Let's get back into the video. On the 17th of July 2000...
Deadpool is also not a girl, but thank you. Jim Carrey is also not a girl, but yes, Jim Carrey is probably cool. But yeah. Isn't Winona Ryder kind of insane? Fuck! Okay, then I'm literally out of women, okay? All women are insane, no one is kind. Most of them just shit on, I don't know, in their husband's bed. I don't know. I could name you a bunch of guys who I think is alright, but women are trickier. There are no kind women, okay? That's it. This is the truth. It's out of the bag. I'm sorry. No women. 0. -10. Julia Roberts? You think? I don't know. She could be a diva. She's famous. I don't know. Who didn't Gwyneth Paltrow made that egg that you have to shove up to your vagina and like she makes the vagina scented candle? I'm fairly certain a person like that is not on the top of the list. I'm not even kidding you. She actually made that. Julia is kind of crazy. You sure? Yeah, she had like a vagina candle merch line or something. I am 99% sure. Stop saying Amber Turd. Come on.
2020, BuzzFeed released an article detailing the toxic work experiences of one current and 10 former employees of the Ellen DeGeneres show. Reading, "That be kind bullshit only happens when the cameras are on. It's all for the show," one former employee told the BuzzFeed News.
You know, I was even thinking about YouTuber, and I remember there was that girl, you know, with the red lipstick, and she did like this schizo comedian stick, and then she did the the apology with the ukulele and everyone was memeing on her. Like, everyone thought that she was normal too, and she's crazy as fuck too. Yeah, Miranda sings. So I'm really trying so hard to still think about someone, like even a YouTuber or like someone who is not, someone who is a bit bigger than just a streamer, right? I'm trying to find in the mid-range. Fuck. I don't know. What's so bad about the ukulele? Oh, it wasn't that. She was just like doing monka stuff with kids or something. Shu? I guess Shu on head, yeah. But she's not a Hollywood actress. I was looking for like the higher category, right? Because the philosophy is that as soon as you become too rich and famous, you will become a jerk, right? So we are looking someone ridiculously rich. You know what? I'm gonna say something, but she's also kind of crazy. Britney Spears. I think Britney Spears is probably really kind, but she's fucking nuts now. That's it. Yeah. Bro, Jenna Marbles? I guess. I'm still looking in the Hollywood area. She's mega crazy? Yeah, but she's kind. I would take it. It's Britney, bitch. Yeah, but she's not a bitch. She's kind. She's just crazy.
I know they give money to people and help them out, but it's for show. The former employees would also highlight instances of upper management making racist comments, playing favorites, and suppressing complaints of workplace toxicity. Reading, I never felt like it was safe to go to my manager when I had issues, because this was the same person who would wait for me to go to the bathroom and then message me asking me where I was and why I wasn't at my desk.
Yeah, Ellen also wanted you to pee in the piss bottle. She has the Amazon working mindset. Based.
Even though Ellen might not be directly responsible for the toxic working conditions surrounding her show, people saw her as the face of talk show positivity and wanted to hold her accountable, especially when it's being relayed to the public as a long-running issue.
Are there still talk shows in the US? I know you guys used to have a lot of them, but like, are there still? Yeah, loads.
Hedda Muscat was with Ellen from the beginning in 2003 when the talk show was launched.
We were told from the very beginning, don't talk to Ellen, don't do this, you can't, go into her office. It was very nerve-wracking, very stressful. We all walked on eggshells all the time.
Muscat says despite Ellen's Queen of Nice reputation, it became clear early on that it would not be a pleasant place to work. One incident with executive producer Ed Glavin left her shaken.
We were in our production meetings and she would watch Ed go off on people. Ellen would look at Ed and she would laugh because I was hoping she was going to say, Ed, you can't be yelling at crew this way. You can't be yelling at people this way. She laughed and she said, every production needs their dog.
Meaning
Ed is her dog.
Like her attack dog.
Her attack dog. So therefore she doesn't need to do that.
The claims made by staff only become more compelling when you factor in the viral Twitter thread from Calvin Portner, which mentioned several unpleasant interactions with fans Ellen had over the years. Reading, when I was 15...
She even had a person to yell for her. You would think that's a personal pleasure sort of thing, but she outsourced that too. She doesn't write her script. She doesn't yell at her own people. What does she do?
Ellen was doing a contest.
Could you man like that? Anyone wants to be my dog? To yell at people by any chance?
Fans making a bust of her and sending it to her. I worked so hard on this and even wrote her a letter. Weeks later, she used it as a prop in a game and gave it away to a random person with $500 attached to the bottom. In response to mounting public outrage, Warner Media investigated and fired the 3 offending executives. Not long after, Ellen sent a memo to her employees addressing the controversy.
Why is the envelope bloody? What the fuck?
And trying to salvage the situation. Reading, on day 1 of our show, I told everyone in our first meeting that the Ellen DeGeneres show would be a place of happiness. No one would ever raise their voice and everyone would be treated with respect. Obviously something changed, and I'm disappointed to learn that this has not been the case, and for that, I am sorry. Anyone who knows me knows it's the opposite of what I believe and what I hoped for our show. As we've grown exponentially, I've not been able to stay on top of everything and relied on others to do their jobs as they knew I'd want them done. 2021. Clearly, some didn't. That will now change, and I'm committed to ensuring this does not happen again. Staff wouldn't be the only people Ellen apologized to, as she addressed her audience in a similarly
She would never lie in writing, right, guys? Yeah, I mean, she wouldn't just write out a fake apology just to avoid drama, right? I mean, who does that? Right?
sympathetic fashion.
She wouldn't do that.
I'm just so sorry.
She's very sorry, lads. She said it. She's so sorry
that it's come to this. I really don't know what to say other than this has gone on way, 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 way too long. People have gotten away with murder, and that's what's happening.
What? Wait, what? What? Why is she talking? What?
So we've got to see fairness, and we've got to see justice for all, because right now this is not a fair world. Not at all.
As a figure of speech, are you sure? We don't know. Maybe she was really angry at some of the writers.
Most viewers thought Ellen's vague apology was a hollow PR move meant to win back public favor, but that didn't stop her from trying to paint a different narrative. By the start of season 18, Ellen would once again address viewers and reassure them that everything was perfectly fine, despite the opposite being the case.
As you may have heard, this summer there were allegations of a toxic work environment at our show, and then there was an investigation. I learned that things happened here that never should have happened.
She learned it. She was the source of it, but okay.
I take that very seriously, and I want to say I am so sorry to the people who were affected.
She just learned it.
I know that I'm
Is this like when Blizzard made an investigation against like themselves, like who is stealing the mommy milk, and then they were like, yeah, we don't know, we checked it, everything is cool.
A position of privilege and power, and I realize that with that comes responsibility, and I take responsibility for what happens at my show.
Okay.
This is the Ellen DeGeneres show. I am Ellen DeGeneres. My name is there. My name is there. We have had a lot of conversations over the last few weeks about the show, our workplace, and what we want for the future. We have made the necessary changes, and today we are starting a new chapter.
Apology or not, all of the internet's worst fears about Ellen's true motives had come to light, and none was going to give her the benefit of the doubt. After all, the fact that Ellen had been holding up a facade of happiness for so—
Oh my god, that's awful. Whoever made it edit can— That's an awful— That's a horrible edit.
long meant that she was capable of faking anything and everything. As a result, Ellen's half-hearted apology cost her show over 1 million viewers. And that was only the beginning, as the downward trend would continue for the rest of season 18. Upper management could see the writing on the wall, and by May of 2021, Ellen announced that season 19 would be her last season.
And today I have an announcement to make. Today, I am announcing that next season, season 19, is going to be my last season. So, the past 18 years, you have to know, has changed my life. You all have changed my life. And I am forever grateful to all of you for watching, for laughing, for dancing, sometimes crying. This show has been the greatest experience of my life, and I owe it all to you.
When asked about how she felt about the show ending, Ellen would try to play it off and describe it as an emotional experience for everyone.
How did it feel in that moment?
To say it today?
Yes.
You know, emotional, because I haven't been—
I mean, she must be already a gajillionaire, so she doesn't really need it, right?
Sleeping. I've been trying to, you know, anticipate how to tell them and, you know, hope that everybody would take it okay. A lot of people were very emotional, and I got emotional.
Why is it that people like this never want to just retire? Like, you could go to live in Bali or Hawaii and just like get hookers and snort cocaine off of their belly, or whatever Hollywood people do.
So that was that first step, and then today was the first time telling, you know, everybody else. So it was emotional.
However, when pressed about the controversy that spawned her low rating, Ellen would be far less charitable with her words.
I don't have to remind you, there was an allegation of a toxic workplace. You had to get rid of 3 top managers here. People went after you personally. Did that have anything to do with this decision?
Well, it's—
No.
Certainly, if it was why I was quitting, I would have not come back this year, because everything happened. What you're talking about is last summer, and honestly, I really did think about not coming back because it you know, I mean, it was devastating. Because it started with me. It started with attacks on me and attacking everything that I stand for and believe in and built my career around. Like I am a kind person. I am a person who...
Ah, the copium is good today.
Who likes to make people happy. I am a people pleaser. You know, this is who I am. There must be some truth to it because it's not stopping.
Worse still, Ellen wouldn't take any accountability and described the incident as a coordinated attack.
I still don't understand it.
Yeah.
I thought something was going on that because it was too orchestrated. It was too...
Was it the yelling? The murders? The underpaying the people? The teasing? And humiliating the guests in front of millions? Nah, it's the internet.
Too coordinated. And, you know, people get picked on, but for 4 months straight for me, and then for me to read in the press about a toxic work environment when all I've ever heard from every guest that comes on the show is what a happy atmosphere this is and what a happy place it is.
Even though Ellen was the face and figurehead of the show, she made it seem like she didn't have full control over or knowledge of the workplace culture.
People who are thinking, how could you not know? And if you didn't know, should you have known?
I don't know how I could have known when there's 255 employees here. And there are a lot of different buildings and a lot of different, there are different areas, and I delegate. There are bosses to each different area. It is my name.
Yeah. But it's interesting that no one was like whining about the managers or mini bosses. They were talking about her. What?
On the show, so clearly it affects me, and I have to be the one to stand up and say, this can't be tolerated. We need to make changes. What can I do? And, you know, unless I literally, stayed here until the last person goes home at night and checked in with 255 people. But I do wish somebody would have come to me and said, hey, something's going on that you should know about. I had no idea.
As you'd imagine, no one was going to buy Ellen's claims of ignorance, with commenters stating, guests talking about a happy atmosphere is very different than the atmosphere of staff working in, as well as, you can treat celebrities on your show with a big smile, welcoming attitude, or...
But even that she didn't. She didn't treat the celebrities with a big smile. She was like teasing them too.
And respect, but it's the way you treat those who aren't.
She delegates accountability. Wait, Ellen delegates? Instead of DeGeneres, it's Ellen delegates?
The celebrities, the staff, all the behind-the-scenes stuff that really shows your character. The disconnect was that Ellen saw the controversy as an isolated incident, while the audience and staff saw it as more of a systematic issue. In reality, Ellen's lack of sympathy, care, and concern for her employees and fans proved that the show's inspirational and uplifting message was entirely manufactured, only being put at the forefront when the cameras were rolling. What makes this even worse is how these revelations recontextualized the previous rumors about Ellen's behavior.
I can't believe that we are learning the lesson of the age-old people lie. Dun dun dun.
This audience member on The Ellen Show is now revealing how she went from thrilled to getting really upset.
You just expect a lot when you go to meet like your idol, and then when you get disappointed, it's like such a letdown.
In 2018, Dana DiMatteo flew from Chicago to Los Angeles and was delighted to be picked out of the audience to have some fun with Ellen. But then...
Nice. How did Ellen's wife feel about this? Fun? Question mark?
She says she was shocked when she was briefed on the comedy bit by the producers.
They tell you, you can't be smarter, funnier than Ellen. She's the comedian and the star, not you.
Ellen's motto is be kind.
Be kind to one another.
But Dana says Ellen was actually the opposite on the day she visited.
How does the Ellen we see on TV compare to the Ellen you saw when the cameras stopped rolling?
Totally different. She would only speak to the audience when the cameras were rolling. As soon as they turned the cameras off, she would not even acknowledge the audience. She would just sit on the couch, basically.
This abrasive pattern of behavior would be on full display in Ellen's final comedy special in 2024, dubbed For Your...
Well, I mean, that's... is this rude? I mean, I guess it's kind of rude, but like... What, like, is she supposed to be just like, hi, how are you? How is your mother? Yeah, like, she cannot just be like always mingling. That doesn't mean a thing.
Her approval.
Here's the problem. I'm a comedian who got a talk show, and I ended the show every day by saying, be kind to one another. Had I ended my show by saying, go fuck yourselves, people would have been pleasantly surprised to find out I'm kind. I didn't go into this business for money.
No, she should have ended up like that. It would have been better.
It was about healing my childhood wounds. I thought if I could make people happy, then they'll like me. And if they like me, I'll feel good about myself. And all I can say about that is thank God for the money.
From glossing over the toxic workplace experience she created, to making snide comments about the complaints from former fans and co-workers, Ellen did everything in her power to be as insufferable as possible, and viewers weren't going to let her get away with it. The comedy special would review extremely poorly, and create another wave of hate towards Ellen.
I wonder who wrote these for her. At this point, I don't believe that she would write anything for herself.
At this point, it didn't seem like Ellen cared about people knowing the truth about her. She had already concluded one of the most prolific talk show runs in television history, and could now work on any project she wanted, so it made sense that she'd completely discard any pretense of positivity. However, in doing so, Ellen also discarded the essence of the show that made her popular and gave her a legacy, which proved beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was all an act from day one.
Man, it's a shame. She had a hot wife. I remember that she had a hot wife. Okay, one sec. I have to pee. One sec. I will come back. One sec.